I call on all of you to support these vital reforms because I believe together we can build a system, a justice system that is fit for the 21st century. In addressing specific reforms in the justice sector, we want to re-emphasize some key vital areas that are worrisome, and incidentally, most Nigerians seek reforms on them. It's essential that we reform our approach to interlocutory appeals in our civil cases. Currently, these appeals often cause unnecessary delays, prolonging litigation, and burdening our courts. As was done in the criminal jurisprudence during the enactment of Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, we propose that all appeals in civil cases should be taken only after the conclusion of the substantive matters. This change will accelerate judicial processes, reduce backlog, and ensure that litigations are not unduly prolonged by intermediate appeals or intermittent appeals. You know, sometimes the interlocutory will take maybe 9 or 11 years, and then by the time we come to the main cases, the litigants have died. I don't know whether I'm speaking to participants. In addressing specific reforms in the justice sector, we want to re-emphasize some of those areas. Another area requiring urgent reform is the need for obtaining the Attorney General's consent before executing judgments. Why do we need to obtain the Attorney General's consent when the Supreme Court has spoken? And it should be after the Supreme Court, it should be God. Are we saying that the Attorney General is not God? This requirement often acts as a bottleneck, delaying justice and undermining the autonomy of our judicial system. It undermines the autonomy of our judicial system. So we propose modifying this requirement to facilitate a swifter execution of judgments, thereby enhancing the efficiency and effectiveness of our justice system. We are not ignorant of the rationale for securing the Attorney General's consent, as stipulated in the section of the Sheriff and Civil Processes Act, which is to avoid the embarrassment of not knowing that funds earmarked for specific purposes have been diverted in satisfaction of a judgment debt, which the government may not know anything about. Yes, those things do happen. But we can find other ways around so that we don't end up making the Attorney General a reviewer of the Supreme Court's decisions.